Good evening, my name is the Ferret, I'm Scar Goldrush you with Alarmcopter. And okay, standard rules apply. If you don't understand our voice, please go to the main menu, go to the mute area and, you know, look in the list and find our names. That's the quickest way to shut us up. Anyway, we're on a Goldrush day. I mean, what do you think of Goldrush, man?
It is a fantastic map. I mean, you know, it's kind of overplayed, but I kind of like that about it, actually. There's so many kinds of playstyles you can use for it. It's cracking.
Well, I think the thing I like with it is it's kind of got nice indoor areas, cramped areas, and some lovely open air stuff like this. I mean, this one right here, I mean, if you've got good sticky launch tactics here, rocket jumping, you can get right over the back end of this area. You know, and it's good for snipers as well, but, you know, not too predominant for them. Okay, so we've got teams that's going on. Now, we have seen a lot of player attrition. I think there was a lot of rage quit last time. So we're going to go on 9 and 7 players. Tricky, but, you know, let's be done. Doors open. And sentry there. Captain Unicorn is surviving quite nicely.
Actually, that's quite a nice placement. I've never really seen that one been used, at least not too much before. Oh,
no,
and it's gone.
Unfortunately, that's the reason why. It's a little bit too open. Rob there, trying to do the best he can. Blue are just generally managing to stream out. Mardel there, really trying to make use of that freedom set staff there, but not enough. Well, from the looks of it, I would say, you know, blue team is, you know, moving up quite nicely. I mean, is there anything you can think of to actually stop a blue team on first point?
On this map, no, and especially not a blue team with as many heavies as there are.
Good old Soviet Union. Oh, sorry, I just mean to say we can't actually hit anybody on voice talk. It's the way our audio is set up. But please, yeah, if you want to mute us, please mute us in the mute, because that's a lot easier than actually trying to shut us up the other way. But in any case, though, look at this blue team. They're just, you know, there's too much strong here. You know, heavies just generally using all the bullets they can, pushing up the car. It's all good. I think the thing is, really, I mean, the first point I think is designed to be lost. So, you know, red's at disadvantage. I mean, I think is there an achievement for like defending the first point in Goldrush or something?
Probably. I wouldn't put it past Valve to do something along the lines of that, where they know it's going to be a hard map to win. Yeah, I mean, I've very rarely seen the blue team lose at the first point of the first part of this map.
Well, I know they've got one for Dust Bowl, I know that at least, so, you know, Goldrush is the same family, might be the case. But in any case, though, well, from the looks of it, blue team moving up nicely, and on off talk here, right, I mean, there's nothing in the attic. I mean, blue have this.
Oh god, yeah.
Back to the public commentary. Well, it looks at red. It looks like they're struggling a little, maybe a bit optimistic. You know, they're struggling a lot. Carter's got moved up quite quickly. 7 minutes on the clock. This is looking dire for red. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. You know, to be fair, I think blue haven't maybe advanced as thoroughly, I might say, as they should do. Look at teams again. Well, we've got more players on the server. 11 to 9 is still a bit unbalanced, and, you know, if you look at the classes though, you know, red, reasonable mix, maybe not too defensively inclined. Blue, on the other hand, even balanced, and a good couple of medics there. That's quite nice. Now, I've heard the opinion that, you know, people say, you know, medics are kind of overpowered, but what do you think of that?
Well, I think they're necessary. Pretty much any class on this game is necessary at some point within pretty much any map. I mean, they're all completely valid. It's down to, you know, specific playstyles of each player, really, more than any sort of rules of a map or anything like that.
I mean, the thing I heard it like said is that you know, that medics are wrong on the basis that it doesn't really give you player versus player games. And I'm thinking, but this is Team Fortress. They're kind of designed to work as a team. And in any case, Blue take the point. Nicely done. It pushed. Okay, second round. I think I saw a comment there saying that they were getting camped. Man, actually, they were getting camped. Did you see that?
I actually didn't. I did check it out, and they seem to actually have a pretty good red force at their base. But I mean, you've said it many times yourself before. As far as I'm concerned, camping is a valid tactic. Once you've got to that sort of point, where else do you go? You can't just sit twiddling your thumbs.
I mean, the thing I kind of really hate is when people say, yeah, but you just do it. It's like, no, you can't. You really can't just camp a base. To sit outside it, where all their guys are, it's really difficult. You need to get there in the first place and not be hit. Now, in any case, this is what teams are like. Well, I think 11 to 11 is looking good. As for team classes, red
I
looking.
I think blue still have the slight advantage, but red have definitely improved.
Yeah, I think they've got some more guys under the belt and some new talent, maybe.
3, 2, 1.
Doors open. There goes the blue bird. Oh, is that a mini sentry? How cute. Seriously, I mean, what were you hoping to hold up with that? I mean, a normal heavy would just come outside. Nah, minigun that. Oh, there goes the second Uber. 2 Ubers. I think engineering the tunnel. They're trying to stop the blue advance, but no, not enough. Now this blue team, throwing out Ubers in the right places, one on each side. Good work so far. Although I think red's going to be doing something. Well, I think there's a crits out. Now I got some damage. What do you think, man? I mean, I prefer Uber most of the time. What do you think where the crits goes?
I'm quite a strong supporter of the crits. I don't think it gets enough credit, especially if you've got say a demo and a crits medic. That can completely destroy a team's push, especially with a long respawn time. You're looking at a good 30 seconds to a minute to actually recover if you've got a good demo who can actually lay down some good stickies on an entire blue team.
I really agree with you on that. I mean, the only thing I would say with that though is that the problem is you really need like 2 good guys for that, or 2 guys that actually got private comms between each other to coordinate. But it's very tricky, I find, crits to fire them off at the right time.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, the key in a crits is firing off at the right time, actually launching that Uber correctly. When it's just a standard Uber, I mean, it's not that big of a deal because obviously you're invincible. But when it's crits, if you time it wrong, you can get killed straight away and you can't actually make anything connect.
And also on top of that, if there's nobody around, it's like, oh well, this is wasted. I mean, the thing with Uber though, I mean, that's going to be timed nice, right, as well. If you time it way too fast at the back, by the time you get there, it's like, oh wait, we ran out. But, not as tricky as the crits. Now, in any case, looks actually, I think red are bouncing back quite well. I mean, those 2 first Ubers, I thought we were going to clear everything out, but they haven't really. Well, Blue Shamu there got taken up by a mini sentry. I don't think he saw it. I think he was more concentrating on the other sentry. It's unfortunate. I mean, seriously, who's that guy down there? Captain Unicorn. I mean, he's really trying. Tried, maybe, the operative word. Six minutes 13 on the clock. I mean, he's looking good for Blue at the moment. They still got a good margin of error. Oh, crit nades! Oh, yeah, that's the crit launcher for you, man. There it is. Now that is
the exact kind of performance I want to see with a crit launcher there.
Yeah, that was nicely done. I mean, I don't think it killed off the entire blue team, but it got enough of them to really stop that cart.
They got the medic, and as far as I'm concerned, that's the main thing.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you on that. I mean, I saw that medic. I thought, is he going to want to do the nade? Oh, he did. Yeah, he's dead. With blue team, though, they're kind of scrambling actually most of the time. But I have a feeling though, You're going to get his kite soon enough and get their good old maximum time back. So I don't really think much of a delay was made there.
I'm actually quite surprised and quite pleased to see some really good blue NG work going on. Especially, you know, actually building up some sentries. Especially when you're looking at red, when there's an NG with the mini sentry.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, red mini sentry I don't understand. Blue full sentry I can understand. Although, you know, the mini sentry is perfectly viable for a blue team. But the thing is, this map though, it's kind of weird because you can easily get flanked on this one. And that, you know, sentry up there is actually being a little bit of a problem. Although the problem is though, it's got very limited range and it's actually not very articulate up there.
Yeah, unfortunately, where it is at the moment, it sort of relies on red actually having pushed blue back nearly to spawn, so possibly a little bit redundant. I'd like to see that moved up at some point.
Oh yeah, I think he's taking your advice. Oh god dear, man, that could have been tragedy right there, but... You remember that bit in Star Wars where C-3PO and R2-D2 right at the start just kind of run through some stormtroopers firing at rebels? That was that moment right there. Now, in any case, I think what's happening more at the back end here? I mean, we're going off talk here. I mean, yeah, okay, they've got the stuff in the right place. You know, one sentry there. Will they get the right? Now, the thing is, right. Red team needs to ideally hold up that right flank, their right flank. I mean, personally, that's where it can all go wrong. Now, in any case, I mean, this is the thing. If you basically go right to the end of these rocks here, fire nades over, you can pretty much take whatever's on the other side of the map. And that's the key to winning this level. I mean, the same's actually done in Dust Bowl, really. You know, the big rocks in second point. Oh, the cart's getting moved up. What do you think, man? I mean, it's 7 minutes on the clock. We're this close. Do you think red can stop them here?
Personally, I don't think they can, not unless there's a slight possible change of team makeup. At the moment, blue is still holding that pretty well with their class choices.
Oh, hang on, have you seen Jovial 73 over here? Blue engineer right up front with that sentry. Now that is risky.
That is brave.
That is very brave for an engineer. I mean, he's helping his team out massively, but that is ballsy engineering work right there. Man, yeah, the thing is, those red team is getting pushed back. And this is where, you know, a good old-fashioned Uber, I think, would come really handy. Push out the area, but you can do it with the crits, but if you're dealing with a oh, whoa, look at all that destruction. The entire world just died, I think, from one attack. This is looking grim. But at the moment, I think Blue have got this. I mean, they've got such good admin support. I mean, there's an Uber. There's a heavy with fists. He's making it work.
I have to say, Jovial Sentry is really paying its dues for where it is.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
it's doing some fantastic work.
I mean, normally a sentry like that get clobbered in seconds simply because why are you so up? Whoa! Double kill, nice. And Blue wins that magnificently. Oh dear, let's check if that... Well, I don't think they got 4 snipers anymore, which is good. I think it's one of those things. Yeah, having like more than 2 snipers, what are you playing? This isn't COD. Okay, so what do you think, Red needs to do for this next game? Because Blue, I mean, they're doing everything right now.
Well, just look at the team, their matchup. They seem to have really taken those last 2 rounds as a hint. They've definitely improved what their class choices this time around.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the top 6 on their team, they've definitely all gone defensive based, and that's good. For the rest of the team, if they've got some new guys in the team, maybe they can pull their weight a bit. Or not so much pull their weight, but maybe support the team in other ways. I mean, we've seen like Bontemsky there trying something. Although I think what he's trying is not the right thing. It's something. He might be new, you can't blame the news for not knowing the game. As much as other people would try and say otherwise, but no, you can't blame him for everything. Doors out. Spy dies. And there goes the Uber. That's nicely clearing things out a bit. There's a second Uber. Well, isn't this so Blue are marching right up there. I mean, that blue ship is on the car. That thing hasn't stopped. Now this is looking grim. I mean, that car is now moving at 2 times, 3 times, 4 times maybe.
Yeah, I think both medics then were a little bit distracted for red. You know, obviously, you know, it's a good idea to make sure that you're clear of spies, but I don't know. I'd really be more inclined to make sure that everybody on the front line is still keeping going.
Yep. Zoom Zoom gets out of there, way too close to heavy. I think there's some crits going on there. Rob's got crits. I think he just missed it though. I think what happened there was medic game crits, then moved out of medic beam range. By the time the guys figured out, oh wait, he's got crits, they just ducked out the way. Oh no, man. Yeah, red medics are still trying to get the game. To be fair though, I think they need good teammates. I don't know, it might be a very tricky situation. Oh, Rob gets fist kills. Nicely done. Now, to be fair, I think Rob's been playing really well for his team. He has been making spectacular good plays here and there.
Absolutely, I'm really liking the good old jumpy, turny, heavy moves going on.
Was Rob on blue? I have a feeling he was. Maybe he got team switched.
Possibly.
No, because I have a feeling he was on blue last time. He was leading the charge as blue, and he's got, you know, betrayed by his country, sent to the other team.
If it was me in that position, I'd probably be more inclined to just make sure I ruin my own team's chances. I always feel guilty if I get moved over to another team, so I always like to try and make my original team win.
I'm kind of more of the opposite. Oh, right. So this is how you thank me. Well, I'm going to fuck up my previous team. I am going to make sure they do not win without me and realise how valuable I was. I'm a bitter man at times, but sometimes you gotta have a bit of passion in these games. In any case, though, you know, Blue haven't really managed to nail the cart down just yet. Red are still fighting out that back end. Oh, crits nades. Oh, Blue should have dodged. Oh, no. Thought he dodged them, he didn't. Do I have teammates? Where are they? That is a sentiment often reflected by quite a few people. Oh, I've said it so many times in the game. It's like, moved up, I'm like pushing things, and I'm like, killed off by 5 other enemy teammates. I'm like, where's the rest of my team? Like, seriously, where did you guys go? But, you know, this red team though, still, you know, still a fighting kitten. They're still really going at it. Ooh, blue, nice snipe there from Blue Shamu. So just watching the antics here. Rob versus... Oh! You followed a heavy into a trap. That was never a good idea. I think the heavies, they're quite sneaky. Now the thing is, that heavy had to contend with spin up time. Do you remember the old days where the old Tomislav, the old one with 70% spin up reduction?
Oh yeah, basically just instantly turn around the corner, straight away kill.
Oh god, those were the days. Then they nerfed that to 40, and they thought it was still too broken, and had to nerf down to 10. They're like, oh come on, you just took the fun out of it. Oh, it's that Crockett launch. It's nades. Crockett's Crockett's crits nades. Now this is a nice thin stretch. Nice place forward actually. Should do some damage. Now for the moment, I think Blue are still advancing very nicely here. They just they just keep pushing, which is the kind of thing you need to do as a team. Just keep the cart moving up here and there. There goes Noob, but I think that was released way too early. And someone's having a hard time getting up to the front. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, look at this blue team though. They're constantly pushing the cart. They're keeping it moved. Oh, nice charge there. And what do you think of the Splendid Screen, man?
Personally, I prefer it way over the charging Targe. I mean, yeah, charging Targe has got that sort of resistance against fire and everything, but Splendid Screen, I just really dig the fact that you can hit anyone at any point during the charge. And if I'm honest, most of the time I basically just use it to get some melee crits.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally for me, I'm more of a charge and charge kind of guy because I find pyros irritating to fight. Back in the old days when, you know, you weren't fireproof, it was like, oh, well, I'm going to lose this unless I'm lucky. Now it's like, you can't extinguish me now, bitch. Yeah, you just keep pressing M2. And then I just whip out my lock and load and shoot in the face. Then okay, oh, look at blue. Look at the heavies. Soviet Russia's come back. Well, at least in the Crimea. Now, in any case, Rob's out with the crits. Oh no, shut down. Again, that's where, you know, the crits really doesn't work. If it's a long range thing that's heavy, you're still going to get headshot. Now, this is still, you know, 8 minutes 30 here. Blue getting the cart moved up. This is looking a little one-sided. Who am I kidding? This is looking quite a lot one-sided. Blue have not really suffered a major setback for the entire game. I mean, I thought first point in the second map they might have had a bit of an upset, but not really.
Yeah, I mean they've really just been sticking to exactly what works, and that is heavies and medics on the cart at all times.
Oh, heavies and medics, yeah. You know what? Being invulnerable works. Firing all the damage works. Let's just use those two things and we'll keep on with that. And you know, so far Red Team haven't really managed to stop that. I mean, maybe some more, maybe a talented sniper or good spy. I mean, seriously, a good spy takes out all the medics. Worth his weight in gold. Oh yeah, off talk though. Seriously, Ice Tharn, he's already got a sentry and teleporter up. This guy knows how to support a team. You know, I love it when a medic does that. You know, a medic, engineer, just basically gets everything set up already. And it's just, yep, keep going.
Yeah, especially when, what is that, Death Shadow as well, as a spy, didn't go for it as well. He went for a sniper stab instead, which I thought was a bit weird.
Wait, he was going for an engineer, or was he going for like a...
Well, he was in that area, and he went ahead and just backstabbed the sniper, obviously dead straight away.
Yeah, I think that was a cheap kill. I think, you know, he was trying to get them. Now, in any case, I think there's a cry for, you know, we need more heavies, which may be a bad idea, you know. Heavies help. They are a defense class. Oh, speaking of, you know, Master Spies, Blade Runner has joined the server. This should get interesting, depending on which team he joins. If it's blue, it's going to be a white wolf. If it's red, they've got a chance. Okay, 6 minutes 36 on the clock. It's, you know, they still can win this red. Tricky. I can't. Oh, there are dies, but that's pushing spirit right there. Just keep pushing. That's what I tell you. You know, during labour. Let's look at teams. What's going on? Well, blue team have moderated up a little. They have changed their tactics somewhat. Red team, on the other hand, I don't know. It's still looking very samey.
Nice work from Wolftone though.
What, that shot on Kaspersky? I didn't see that, I'm afraid.
He's done 2 or 3 really good shots so far. I'm quite impressed actually.
Snipers are the ones I really have a hard time, you know, kind of tracking because they're usually at the back or extreme back and I just don't see them. Oh, Rob and Captain Unicorn there getting those crit skills. This is the thing, I mean, what they're trying to do here is they're trying to see where the problem, this blue problem is starting from. Trying to get rid of it. Oh no, he got clobbered by the sentry. Now unfortunately this is where, again, you know, I think Hoovy would work here. This is where you're going to kind of need it. The blue team, I think, are going to just get on this push. Look at those heavies. There goes the Uber. Snubbuth there is not feeling too happy about where he is and immediately gets shot to pieces. Oh no, actually no, he dodged that. No, Blue team is just getting on with this. They're pushing it nicely. It's looking good. Blue Shamu is using the fists actually just to basically deter getting shot at, but stabbed anyway by Rob. I don't know. You're gonna get 40% more like stab damage from being backstabbed with the fists. You know, the iron fists. Anyway, I want to see where if I'm not sure. He may have come off again. I was thinking maybe that, you know, Blade Runner joined the team. He hasn't yet. No, it's Blue Shamu again. He's using fists. He's trying to melee combat with fists. Dies immediately.
I'm not sure if you saw earlier, but he did actually manage to get up onto the red battlements. And Red had a surprisingly hard time taking him down. I was quite impressed with that.
Oh wow, TT Death Shadow, they get a nice stab there. Yeah, a couple of guys on the red team have changed the spine, they're doing a nice job of it. Yeah, Kaspersky saw that kill there. Yeah, some I think more pro elements of red team have gone to assassination classes. And it's working really well with this and those fat guys. But right now, I mean 3 minutes on the clock, I mean the cut is so close now. I mean, can Blue win this? Where's Blue Shamu? He thinks he can. Nobody's stopping him either. Takes that Death Shadow. I think it's... Oh, Gorky's going for it. It's looking good. Look at that. That's a straight up win right there.